everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Rogers' Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the ball and attacks defenses.
And now whistles and a flag. I think we got a jump here. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 60 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. Big-time drop.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is third and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game. Going on 4th down, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come out in the pistol. Back near the goal line. Here's Rogers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Clock running as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The play clock's running down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Play clock winding down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
As they run the counter play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Rodgers now to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. So now it's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Now it's Rodgers, and this is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 3. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
And as Atlanta gets set to go again on the offensive side, before the game, you and I talking about the Georgia Dome, surprisingly getting one more game in front of those home fans thanks to Green Bay's win over Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think they truly expected it, and that's one of those added bonuses, right? You get one more in front of the home fans, one more time with your routine at home as you play the most important game of the season, the NFC Championship game. But I do know this. Our colleague Ulysses, no one happier than him to have one more game in the Dome as he is a monster Falcons fan.
Falcons, second Super Bowl they lost in Super Bowl 33 to Denver. On third down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 78 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, Charles, divisional round of the playoffs didn't disappoint. In particular, the ending of that Packers game and Cowboys, that was spectacular, was it not?
It was. It was like two heavyweights trading blows down the stretch. One of them giving any type of an inch. But I think a lot of people wanted to discuss how Dallas got the tying field goal because, remember, they spiked the ball on first down, ran 2 more plays, and then kicked the tying field goal and left 35 seconds on the clock. So I've heard a lot of people upset about that. Here's where I stand very quickly. 35 seconds is not a lot of time. Kick the tying field goal, take the points, and hope that your defense can hold up. Aaron Rodgers just made some great plays.
He made the play. What a job to extend that, throw it to Cook, and what a catch by Cook.
Incredible catch, stayed in bounds, and how about the call by the official, Rob Vernacci, on the scene, right on the spot, and made a decisive call that was correct. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Packers a first down. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. And got his man. A gain of 32 that time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out here in the eye. In motion is Austin Hooper. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Ryan, he's got time. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's it for the half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. While we have a breather here, you and I were talking off air about the blue chip quarterbacks remaining in the NFL playoffs. You got Brady, Rodgers, Matt Ryan, the only one of those without a ring.
How about that? And that's a heck of a collection. And the one without a ring, likely to be the 2016 MVP of the NFL. So blue chip indeed.
And Brady 4 rings, Roethlisberger 2, Rodgers 1. We'll see. Can Ryan get that first? And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Rodgers. Oh, Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. While time permits, we have to share the story we read about Doug Baldwin. After the loss, understandably very frustrated, said he played Madden until 3:30 in the morning to just release some of that anger because he could control all 11 guys.
And that just tells you about how guys feel in playoff pressure, the idea of not going to the Super Bowl, which is all Seattle talks about. And there's Doug Baldwin staying up, playing Madden. I love what you said, though, the control of everything, because he can't do that as a player. You can only control you and your aspect of the game. In this situation, he's controlling it all. Now, I guarantee you, Seattle was winning those games.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Third and long, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The Pro Bowl Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Now 4th down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken right around the 44. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. Accelerating, and he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find ways to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And no escape escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers now on first down. And Davis with it left side. It's a 14 there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he slings one that's incomplete. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
And a really long drive here, and it's on and on. Another pistol look here. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Ripkowski from 3 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And now a critical extra point attempt. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Atlanta now on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Fires up offensive linemen. When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5. They come out here in the eye. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And not much running room. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this was just simple defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Now Rodgers. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here as they maneuver into the outside of his range. He steps up and drills it from long distance.
And Brandon, that was no gimme, was it? These kickers, though, all they want is a chance. And he knew that one was good the second it left his foot.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.